Hey everyone, I had some questions about my pressure pot, so here's a more in-depth video on that. That was the air compressor I used to fuel my pressure pot. You do not need one that's that big. That just happens to be the one my husband uses for his air tools in his garage, so we also used it for my pressure pot. As you can see, I've got stuff in there ready to go. Here's where I will put the lid on. I've got little lines to help me line up the lid. It's just faster that way. You don't actually need to do that, but it just made it faster for me to get everything lined up. I tighten everything by hand first, and then I go back in with a wrench and tighten it all down. This just helps prevent any type of leaks that may come out. So once I've got it all tightened down, I go ahead and turn on the air to let it flow in. I had my husband put a valve on mine, so I can just turn that little handle and it lets the air in. So we'll go ahead and do that. I run my pressure pot at around 40 psi. It can hold up to 60, but 40 usually does the trick. I haven't ever needed to use more. If I did, I could turn it to the right, or the left would be less pressure. But right around 40 is where I like it. There's two ways to release the pressure. I can take off the hose, or I can use the safety release valve. I don't like taking off the hose, so I just release it with the pressure release valve. And as you can see, there goes the pressure down as I'm holding it up. Then I'll go ahead and take off the lid and pull everything out that was inside. And see, I'll kind of tap the top just to see it's nice and hard. You leave it in the pressure pot until it's time to demold it. That way all the bubbles are gone. This one I was trying to make kind of a Christmassy skull. It didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. A lot of the glitter sank, but not all of it did, but it still looks pretty cool. And then these will end up being shaker pop sockets that I'll be making. I made some Christmassy ones and then one just mouse one. So there you go. Let me know if you have any questions.